Hello, how's it going? Welcome, Emron. Welcome, Hermit. How are you guys doing today? Thank you for the lurk, Emron. And Hermit, best of luck with the rest of work. We're back with some more mechanical mastery today. You know how it is. We're just gonna pick up where we left off yesterday. Yesterday? What was that? What was that with my voice? Basically, what we're going to pick up is what we started yesterday, which is this whole process of making eggs from dough. So this is what I want to work on for today. I don't know if I'm gonna have to break this whole thing down and redo it, or whether I can just, start working from here. I think yesterday we were having this problem where we were trying to get the cogwheel to come till here, and that wasn't happening for some reason. Why wasn't that happening? Let's find out. Oh, right, because this mechanical belt is on the same level, so if I wanted to do the whole gearbox thingy, then it would be a little bit painful. That's okay. We should be able to figure something else out instead. Let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks diagonal. Ooh, that is interesting, because since it's diagonal, that means I should be able to use some shafts and a belt. Let's see if this is going to work. So if I put one here, and one here, nope, doesn't look like I can diagonally run this belt, which is weird because you would think that a 45-degree belt would work, but apparently not. Alright, so never mind that. What else can I do? Hey Quinley, how's it going? That is slightly frustrating. I wonder if I could do a vertical gearbox like over here, and then have another vertical gearbox like so. So it would be like this. How am I doing today? I am fantastic. Just trying to figure out this whole create stuff. Never been really good at it, so it's even worse for me. So what I was thinking is getting a belt. Yeah. I think this would work. So if I got a belt like this with a mechanical belt, this is probably a really bad way to do stuff, but it's just trial and error. That should work. And then all I need is one gearbox. I think we should be sorted. That's gonna be 4 cogwheels and 1 andesite alloy and 1 log. Okay, that should be enough. Let's see, are you going to... Oh, I didn't actually craft the stuff. Hang on. Who's going to craft the casing, man? You know, I've created and have seen folks use it plenty of times, never messed with it yourself. It can be a bit intimidating sometimes, but this seems to work. Yeah, there we go. So that's working. Now why are you not working? Do you need to be a vertical gearbox? There we go. That needed to be a vertical gearbox. So now that belt is moving. Oh, but the fans are going backwards. No. We can't have that. We can't have that. We need the fans to be blowing air outwards. So that means I'm gonna need another one of them dang gearboxes. So many gearboxes needed for this setup, and I'm fairly certain that I don't actually need them. I'm just making this stuff more unnecessarily complicated than it needs to be. But then again, my brain isn't the best, so that should fix that. So now the fans are blowing air outwards. If we close that, it's going to stop. That's going to be water. This one is going to be a campfire. It's going to be a soul campfire, which means I need what? Soul sand? How do you make a soul campfire again? It is soul sand. Okay. Good to know. So that's going to be a bulk haunting setup. Now the next thing I need to make sure, do I get burnt over here? Oh, you get blinded. Huh. That's new. I've never seen that before. Gonna be lurking while you get breakfast and get sorted for the day. No worries, Quinley. IRL stuff is much more important. Best of luck with your work for today. It's going to be a long day. Okay, now what I need to make sure over here is that I don't allow the dough to go, or the wheat to go from here without being turned into dough. So dough comes from wheat flour, right? So what we need to do over here is have a funnel which is only going to accept dough, and then it's going to move out over here, and then that's going to get haunted and go into another system over here, and that's going to be the stuff that we need, which is the eggs. And then I can just get a belt. No, I need to remove that. How do I remove this? There we go. Yeah, I think that works. So I'm going to need some brass funnels, I guess. Let's see, do we have brass funnels? Brass. I have one. I need one more. So, well, where's my iron? Okay, so we got the iron plate. Let's go ahead and make one more of the thing. Brass funnels. And then grab the other funnel as well, because we need all three of them. And one drawer. And the drawer is going to have eggs. So, oh wait, won't I need another drawer in between? Or no? No. It's just going to be a filter. I probably should do something about that. It's going to be a funnel over here, but the funnel has to be connected to a storage. What sort of storage should I use over here for the funnel? It's just going to be a buffer, right? It's just going to be a buffer to hold the stuff. Can you actually connect two funnels to each other? I doubt it. Yeah, I don't see that happening. So what happens if I do this? Okay, that's not right. It needs to pick up the item from the belt. Yeah? So if I put, let's say, a drawer over there, put a brass funnel, and then remove this, what's going to happen? Is the item just going to be stuck? Is it going to go through the belt? It's going to get stuck. Okay. And then if I put a funnel against that, oh, that didn't work. Huh. Okay, so that's not gonna work. I wish I could do something with this soul campfire and make it work only when I wanted to. But I have a feeling that's not how it works. Maybe I can just shut it off for now. That would need me to put this at the top. Now I don't have silk touch, so this I can't remove this campfire. Okay, that could work. Oh well, it's not that big a deal. I'll just make a new one. No problemo. It's fairly easy to make one of those, thankfully. I need a block. I guess a drawer will do. We'll put the trapdoor. Yeah. Just like that. Now we have the soul campfire and we can just shut this off. Perfect. Maybe a little bit of cobblestone would do as well. Just so we can block this off and make it a little bit more uniform. Sure, why not? So I'm gonna need 3 funnels, right? One of them is going to be over here for the eggs, which I should need a drawer so that I can lock it. And then that's going to need a funnel on it, which I can't put because of the trapdoor, so I need to extend this a little bit. Just by 1 belt, and that should work. If you could face this way, that would be perfect. Thank you. Alright, there we go. So this is going to be filtered to only accept eggs, right? Now I don't even need to do this because the output has eggs in it, so it's only going to allow eggs to go through. But might as well filter it just to make sure. And then... Ooh, I would probably need to move the campfire 1 in front. Because otherwise the stuff is going to stop over here, which could be a problem. There we go, stream elements. Wonder if I can put a tunnel over here. Ooh, hang on. Can't you filter like other sides of the tunnel? So if I put 1 tunnel over here, let's say. So I would be able to filter stuff that can come out of here. And I could say only dough should come out. So if I put a cogwheel here, nothing else apart from cogwheels should be able to make with their way into the tunnel. Let's see if that's how it is. Yep, that's pretty much how it is. So if I send the cogwheel through, it should come out to the other side. And there it is. Alright. And then it shouldn't go any further from here because that is filtered for eggs. Now, you see the problem, right? So the cogwheel would go over here and stay. So if we had any dough that came from here, it's not going to stop here until it gets haunted. No. It's going to go over here and it's going to be stuck here forever. Because we need the fan and the soul campfire to be 1 block in front. So, good thing I spotted that. Whoops. Right, so extend this by 1. We'll have the fan facing this way. Then this. And I think I need my trapdoor to be... I guess I can't use a trapdoor over here because of this problem. So let's just get cobble then. Okay. 3rd time's the charm, I guess. Campfire. Alright, perfect. And then just to make sure that I'm not going to actually get affected by this blindness effect, I'm just going to block off this path. So, you know, if I come over here, I'm not going to get blinded by this campfire thingy. I can replace this with glass in the future. For now, we'll just keep it as this. All right, so I think that's decent. And that means that the dough will go over there. It's going to wait until it gets haunted completely. It's going to turn into the eggs and go into the drawer. That sounds good to me. Now I also need to make sure that I have a dough, so that I can actually, you know, filter this stuff. So that means I need a little bit of wheat, which I don't think I have. So let's actually plant some wheat. It's not that difficult. And then we have plenty of bones, so I could just get like a decent amount of bone meal. And we have instant wheat. I'll leave that over there just in case. We'll chuck the rest of the stuff away. And I have some wheat. I just need one of these. So this is going to go through the millstone. Now it's going to be extremely slow, naturally, because we have this set to like a really slow amount, 512 stress units. Well, there we go. We got the wheat flour. Right, so that's gonna get stuck over here. Right, so if I put like a couple of things on, is that gonna be okay? So that's still working. So this should be converted into dough, right? This water also needs to go one in front, or I guess I could put this back. There we go. So yeah, I guess I could put that back. No big deal. Tunnel can be placed wherever we want it to be. So this is going to only accept dough on both sides. And then once this goes through, it's going to get bulk haunted. Let's see if it works. I am seeing the particle effects, so that's a good sign. Yep, definitely worked. We should have 17 eggs in there, and we do. All right, so that's pretty neat. The next thing I would need to do would be to get a phytogenic insulator that's going to output into here. So I guess I could just do it like this, and this would have an input from nowhere and output below, maybe an output above as well. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, since the output is below, it's going to send wheat seeds, or it's going to send wheat below, because I'm pretty sure wheat seeds can't be milled. So I'm going to send the wheat seeds above and the wheat below. Hopefully that works the way I want it to. And we will find out momentarily. So give me an energy pipe, please. Okay, that should work as soon as I hook this up. There we go. Energy is going in. Now we have a cyclical processing augment for this, so it should just spit the wheat seeds back in. Oh, this needs water. I just realized that. Probably should have thought about that. How do I get water over here? I have an aqueous accumulator all the way here, and then another one somewhere around. I have no idea. So I'm going to need to figure that out, which shouldn't be a problem. Okay, just a little bit of quality control, make sure that the hopper is working. Now, is there any other way of getting water in this pack other than the aqueous accumulator? For some reason, we have a magma crucible converting snow. We can compact biomass into biomass pellets and water. Fractionating still. Water condensator, power optional. Wait, do you need to put this in between like water sources, or does it just automatically get water? It's telling you to share 10 months again? Now go for it. I think my only choice is going to be an aqueous accumulator, to be honest. Huh. Huh? Alright, let's try this. Give aqueous accumulator. Deadshot's a villager? Always has been. Okay, where should I put this? Should I put the aqueous accumulator over here since we already have a water block? I think that could work. And then I just need to have another block so that I can push this up against it. There we go. So we have one side that's going to be done with that. And then I guess the second side can be somewhere over here. Oh, dude. Hickenell. Thank you for the 100 bits. And the 200. Oh, God. Ah, there we go. 300 bits as well. How much is that? 600? Thank you so much for the 600 bits. And 400. Oh my god. 1000 bits. Hickenell just woke up and wanted chaos. Woke up and chose violence. Thanks so much for the 1000 bits. The 1100 bits. Oh god. Looks like it. Yep, pretty much. Look at all them monsters. Ow. That skelly just slapped me. Oh, that's not good. That block didn't break. Are we getting lag? Lag in a single player world? Are you serious? But you definitely do choose violence on the regular. Okay, there we go. Seems to be fixed. I appreciate the support though, thanks so much. Hickenell's like, support? I just want to kill you. No, no, Quinley. I need to craft eggs today. I shouldn't be wasting my time fighting. No! No! Oh my god! Just took a slime to the face. Hey, Emeraldax. How's it going? Oh, come on! Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hickenell, no! Hickenell just cancelled out Emeraldax's effect with 2000 bits. Oh my god. This is going to take a while. Oh. My grave just spawned on top of my grave. Wowee. Thank you so much, Hickenell. Oh. Hey, hey, stop it. I wish there was a way to tame Ravagers. That would have been awesome. Oh, that was a good yeet. Hey, Flirt. Hello. Look at my grave, it's in the air. Oh, God. Come on, then. Ow. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh my God, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Run away. Oh, I can't even run away when I'm this small. I'm the size of the slime. No. Oh my God. Not a bad final lesson. That's good, that's good. I'm having a pretty rough time over here. They're surrounding me. I'm not even doing any damage pretty much. I'm like doing 1 heart of damage. Yeah, they're pretty much spawn camping. I have no chance to run away. I'm gonna have graves surrounding my bed. Like, there's gonna be graves all around my bed. Doesn't it seem like the Ravagers sound, getting hurt sounds a lot like the Illagers? It seems a lot like it. Feels like the Ravagers were cursed Illagers who were turned into brutes. Oh! Okay, did not think about that. When you have free talk lessons with this one student, we often play Minecraft together on her worlds. It's fun. She got a new kitten too. Ah, that sounds fun. Oh, I can run. No! Oh my God, the Ravagers broke my crops. You monsters! The pillagers botched attempt to make iron golems. Yeah, the iron golems are too pure. So they weren't able to manufacture them and get them on their side. So they resorted to dark magic. And that's how the Ravagers were born. Wow, it's been so long that the Skelly's helmets have broken. How do I have a grave that high? Someone explain to me. Bro, come on. Hey Sim, was your floating death? Oh yeah, that's true. Sim, we're having some technical difficulties. I guess it's not really technical, but ouch. Game world difficulties, I guess you could say. Being bullied again? When am I not? When am I not? Oh my God, Sim. Sim with 100 bits as well. Chipping in to the chaos. Yeah, I'm having deathly difficulties. I'm having trouble staying alive. Ah, my god. Oh. How's everyone today? I'm doing well. Oh. Had a very productive day today at work. I started a new Coursera course on project management. I've already finished 3 weeks worth of lessons. It was very, very productive. Yeah, Hicknell woke up and chose violence. What about you, Sim? Ah! Oh man, these Ravagers. They're living up to their name. You've been chilling drawing stuff? That sounds like a fun time. It's been ages since I've drawn stuff. Just can't seem to get back into it. I used to draw when I was young. Like young. Like early teens. Grabbing laundry? Right, you grab that laundry. You grab it and never let go. No wait, I think that's love. Laundry, you grab it and fold it, I guess. I'm not sure. Maybe it needs to be ironed. Oh god. Oh, chicken hell. I was just starting to get them low. Don't iron? Alright, then folding it is. Oh, did we get one Ravager? Nice. One Ravager down. Then we just have this army of husks to deal with. Hey, Mr. Hero. Yeah, we got Ravagers. Does anything spawn for 50 bits? No, it's a minimum of 100. I guess if you wanted to give bits without spawning anything, you would be able to do like up to 99. Just to spare me. There we go. Ravagers are donezo. Oh my god, Quinlan! Hi Quinn! We have 2 Quins in here tonight. Hi Quinlan, how you doing? Have you been? I don't know what that command is. Is that supposed to do something? Come on, die! Die, husks, die! We're supposed to spawn your bat? No, I think that was something else. Wasn't that exclamation point Quinlan? The entire one? There we go. There it is! Makia! Don't you dare run away! Oh my god! No! Stay away from me! I need to get that pesky bat. Silly husks are getting in the way. Aha! I got you! Ah! Ah, oh my god. The bat is more important. Husks I can clear out any... Oh my god. That was a fantastic turn. Once that bat disappears, I'm never gonna be able to find it. So I was on while getting ready for sleep. Nice. I hope you had a fantastic day. Oh. That yeet barely did anything. That was one of the weakest yeets I've ever seen. That does happen on occasion. Oh god. Oh. Sim gifting a sub to Super Wario. Newly engaged Super Wario, by the way. Thank you so much, Sim. Yeah, Wario recently got engaged to Lilyblood. Come on. One mob cycle ends, then the next one begins. What's going on here? He pops in sometimes. He's usually busy, but sometimes he pops in. Alright, I think that's it. Oh, wait. We have a spider. There we go. Easy. It's too easy. Oh my god. Why do I talk? How am I going to clear out these graves now? I can't. Oh wait, I guess I could just left click. You were just in Lily's chat last night. Didn't know they'd gotten engaged. So next time you're in Lily's chat, you can congratulate them. It's been fantastic to hear their story. Pretty much because I think they met in chat, right? And now they're engaged. So it's been an amazing story. Okay, where is... Oh my... Oh. Sim gifting another sub to Kirjorjos. Sim, is it your plan to not let me progress today? I'm starting to sense a pattern over here. Maybe. I can just imagine that, like, with the evil side eye. Maybe. Nobody would mind me not getting anywhere. I need to make the eggs. I promised eggs in the title today. I actually had eggs for dinner, which is interesting. Hicknell with a well-timed hurt. Brandon, welcome in. Oh, I'm back to normal. Haha! Didn't expect that, did you? There we go. I could have knocked him off the edge, but I didn't. Hey, Kirjorjos, what are you doing here? Huh? Inspecting my laser IO setup? I don't think so, buddy. Okay, I guess he's entitled to do what he wants. He was much stronger than I was. But I have infinite respawn on my side. There we go. Alright, where are my items, man? I don't see my items anywhere, which is sad. Are they in one of the two graves, either up there or over there? Nope. So it has to be that one then. It's probably this one. Let's head up here. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, Sim,
Thank you,
what?
Underscore for gifting 40 for community subs.
Why? Oh my god, 44 subs. Are you serious? Oh, we're gonna be here the entire stream, aren't we? New oh my god. How many is that now? 250? Oh, wait, 450 subs? Or is it 500? I've lost count. It's 450. Oh my god, 450 gift subs. Sim is pretty much a sponsor of this channel at this point. I'm going to need you to provide me with something to advertise. 44 subs, and 3 subs before that, and a total of 450 subs. Oh my days. I'm just gonna have to start knocking people off the platform. There's no way I'm gonna be able to clear out all of these guys by myself. They're gonna have to hop off. No. Oh no. No. Oh my god, what a turn. What an absolutely fantastic turn that was. Nope. You got the timing on that absolutely spot on. Oh, look, Spicy Water 69 got one. He's a friend from Galaxy Zugs community. Oh god. I was slain by man in the ice box. I have no idea who that is. But I guess he's in an ice box. Quinlan got one as well. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, come on, Spider. You were almost off. Did I read your message? I think the gift subs happened just when you messaged, so I missed it. Let me check. Just ordered Dead Island 2 for your PS4. It was £60, but on sale you got it for $34.99. Can't go wrong. Plus it's coming Saturday. Happy days. Bought it for more or less half the price. That's actually pretty good. Did you get it on the Prime Day sale? Oh, Mr. Hero got a sub too. Nice. Lemon got one. Oh, there we go. I see a Mr. Hero 3000 Spider. Jeez. How long is this gonna take? Because all I see is mobs. Look at all those skellies. I saw that the Amazon Prime Day sale is going on. About 2 hours and 13 minutes. Exactly how much time I stream every day, I guess. Alright, I shall attempt to defeat them before that time. I'm gonna have to pull out all the stops. I'm gonna have to go full dead shot. Take no prisoners. No quarter. Thankfully the spiders won't hurt me because it's perpetual daytime. Just put in Dead Island 2 PS4 and it came up saying $34.99. That's actually a pretty good deal. Must be on sale, yeah? Yeah. Definitely. Oh! Oh my god, the skellies surrounded me. Hey, Newton's here. Welcome in, Newt. Wasn't gonna pay full price for it. Yeah, I guess if you have if you're getting sales anyway, why pay full price, right? How's it going? Dying a lot. That's how it's going. Because Sim over here and Hickenel both chose violence today. Hickenel spawned Ravagers on me, and then Sim spawned 50 subs worth of mobs. Yeah, there's just a zombie army on me. Apparently it's nothing like Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide. Oh, is it not? Oh my god, Ticonderoga got one. Ticonderoga is one of Mr. Wiggly's oldest viewers. Oh, no, there goes Newt. I just saw Newt's skeleton drop off the edge. All you see on the platform are spiders, zombies, and skellies. I'm just trying to find out people who I know. See? Mr. Hero. There's one over there. There could be Newt Spider as well. Mellow Pinky's just having an awesome time on the belt over there. There's so many of them. Oh my god. Oh, Loveless Ty got a sub as well. Saturday got one as well. There's a really good amount of people in here that I know. Dr. Five Wolves, Mr. Hero Skelly is over here. Oh! That hurt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But if it's a choice between you and me, it's gotta be me. I must be the lone survivor. Completely, someone is saying it's based in New York and it's completely different to other Dead Island games. I actually have never played a Dead Island game, so I won't really know. Not a big fan of the zombie games, which is surprising since I'm playing Minecraft. Our people's helmets have started breaking from extreme exposure to the sun. Oh, my CCI doesn't show skins. I should try them, they're pretty fun. I might try them. I'm always open to change. Looks like the sun is helping me out a little bit. This is what happens when you spawn so many mobs on me. Pray for me. I need help. Oh, that was unfortunate timing on that turn. Thank you for the lurk, Newt. There we go. Zombies are going down. I think I might need to replace the helmets with something more suitable for them. Oh, we got a stone sword. Oh, and there goes the stone sword. Thank you for the heal, Quinley. You gonna try your main account now? Alright. Give it a shot. Oh my god, they knocked me off the edge. How did that happen? Stop knocking me off the edge. It's my edge. It's my island. Yeah, the skellies definitely take a lot longer than the zombies. It's probably the diamond helmets. 1v999. Oh god. It's pretty much 1v150. Off you go. We'll take it one skelly at a time. Ouch. Oh my god, look at all this. Look at all the graves. 1v132. Is that for 44 gifts? Oops. Hey, there we go. It's working. Nice. I remember that orange colored username. Welcome back, Brandon. Did I even get my items back? There won't be a nighttime redeem in this because I've actually turned off nighttime. That was a request by someone in chat. It's red to you? I might be colorblind. Or maybe my my OBS chat is not the same as my Twitch chat. Yeah, so many graves, I know, right? They just keep getting replaced. Now that's Quinlan's Skelly. There's Legacy Killer. I do know Legacy Killer and Saturday, so those are two known names. Oh,
Chat wants you to get up and stretch.
take a break from all the killing
Chat wants you to consume H2O.
and dying, I guess. Alright, let me get up and stretch. But first, I must die. Slightly colorblind with red and greens, but is the shades of them. Can't work with electric or would end up blowing yourself up. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, I'm just gonna get up and stretch a little bit. Ow. You hear your bones pop, that's a bad sign, isn't it? Phew. Okay, I need to consume H2O as well. Okay, let's get back into the death loop. I'm fairly certain we've crossed 100 deaths today. Does it feel like a good pop or a bad pop? I can't tell, honestly. Sometimes it feels good, sometimes it feels bad. It depends on the day, I guess. How? I'm back to full strength and I still died. No name, you are a very persistent skeleton. Off you go. Hiya! Oh my god! I just sent Quinlan flying. Yeah! Saturday goes off as well, and the crowd goes wild. Gonna watch some Dead Island 2 to see what it's like and everything. No worries, dude. See you soon. Congratulations on getting your main account back. Would be funny if forgiving Void did to mobs what it does to players. Oh god. Don't give them ideas. Isn't it bad enough how many times... Oh, Madam Giggles got one. Nice. I think she's streaming right now. Off you go, Giggles. Looks like the diamond helmets have also started to break. Dr. Firewolves is down. Eric Element is next on the list, but he turns around and does a counter attack, but he doesn't survive. just throw the mobs into the void and then they just spawn behind me. Imagine. Sim with a yeet. Causes enough damage for the skellies to take me out. Is that BWGI and Kessinen are the only two survivors. They're putting up a valiant effort, but Infinite Respawn Glitch has Professor Deadshot with an advantage. And there we go! All the skellies are down. Ouch! Oh, that was Sim! I thought the spider somehow became aggressive. I was like, wait, what? That took me a second. And then I saw the death message, killed by magic. I was like, oh. I was killed by my own people. Oh, could be Newt here. I think for the... Oh, wait, there's another Skelly? I think for the spiders, I'm going to not knock them off now. Because they are neutral unless attacked. So I'm going to fight them fairly. Is there another Skelly over here? There is. Okay, there you go. Hey, Ty. Could you go in? No, no. Oh. Oh, hey, Hoki. We're just finding random skellies all over the place. Oh, dude. There's my items. Come on, my haven. Off you go. Alright. Okay. Sandbite UK stepping in to take me out. You make a boat so you can get another slime trapped in it for a pet. I could try that. Right. Time to make the spiders hunt me. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the infinite day. Where is it? So the daylight cycle is now going to be set to true, and I'm going to make it nighttime so that all the spiders run after me. This is going to be a little bit more of a fair fight. Or unfair fight, I should say. You gotta be fair after all. Hey, sheepy. The more names I see, the more I realize how many awesome people have got gifted subs. Thanks to Sim. Two down. Oh god. Oh god, there's spiders all over the place. Stop doing 360s on my grave. I'm fairly certain there's quite a few of them. There has to be. I will not stand for 360s on my grave, I'm telling you. It's bad enough that they kill me, then they gotta celebrate? What are you guys doing in there? Oh my god. I don't think I've died to spiders this many times before. They've always been the ones that I take out pretty easily. Have you seen Across the Spider-Verse yet? No, I haven't had the chance. I've not seen any of the new movies this year. I still have to see Mission Impossible as well. I really like the Mission Impossible movies. I think I'll just get Across the Spider-Verse when it comes out on digital. I'll just get that and watch it in the comfort of my own house. Excited for the new Deadpool movie? I am too! It sounds like it's going to be fantastic. You're gonna ask how I felt about Spider-Man India? I do know Spider-Man India is in that because, you know, the memes don't stop and they never will. I thought it's alright. I didn't have any particular feelings about him. Pavitra something. I forget his full name. It's alright. I'm not the type of person that gets excited about Indian representation in Western media. To me, it's just like, meh. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. I don't get excited about it. be honest, I'm just happy he doesn't have a wireless headset and scamming people. I'm gonna go have chai tea. No, you're not. There shall be no mention of chai tea in my chat. It is just chai. There is no chai tea. That's not a thing. Stop saying chai tea. You're absolute monsters. I know you did that on purpose. Wow, spiders seem to have a lot of help today. Isn't chai a flavor for the tea? No, chai actually means tea. Chai is the Hindi word for tea. It's not a flavor. So you can have different flavors of chai or different flavors of tea. Tea in English, chai in Hindi. Yeah, that's tea. Hey Malkod, how's it been, dude? I haven't seen you in a while. It really upsets me. It's one of my pet peeves because I love chai. What if you mix teas, two teas, then you get tea. The result is a tea. You've been lurking since the start. Thank you for the lurk, dude. Spicy chai is the one with the 5 spices. Yes. You can call it spicy chai. You can call it masala chai. Either one works. That's, I think, one of the most popular teas in India is the masala chai. But it's just chai. People who say chai tea, I need you guys to understand that that is wrong. It is just wrong. And for chai lovers, it's egregious to even say it. Chai latte is goated. I haven't actually had chai latte ever. That's not a thing in India, so we don't get that. Who shrunk me? Sim? Really? Now? Yeah, we don't get chai lattes, or at least not in my area where I'm from. Gotta try it. Must be small. It's one of the jokes in Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right, Hikanel? So chai tea means masala tea. No. Chai tea means tea. Hi Ghostbear. Chai is equal to tea. Masala tea would be masala tea. Masala chai would be masala tea. Hi Elterin. The soul stone allows me to regenerate health. So it heals me half a heart every 0.5 seconds, which is basically 1 heart per second. Oh, when other people say yes, so that's probably true. If someone says chai tea, you gotta ask Tai Chi. Okay, that's actually pretty funny. I'm gonna try that the next time. I am going to try that. Because there's one person who always trolls me in a streamer's chat that I know, and I'm going to use that on him the next time. Alright, so we have the body stone as well, which restores hunger, so I should be able to combine the two of these to make the life stone, which do both of them. Couldn't stop laughing about it. You evil people. Can't believe it. How could you? Alright, can we get back to some progression now? Oh, there's another spider. Oh yeah, I missed your message. Sorry, Quindy. Something about Deadpool, right? It seems like they're adapting Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe for this movie. They seem to be bringing back all of the 90s Zero's Fox Marvel characters. Yeah, it looks like it. Because I saw one image which was floating around which had the 20th Century Fox logo, and it seemed like it was being destroyed. So it looks like they're going to do a parody where Deadpool kills all the Fox characters. So that would be pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds really awesome. I think the Wolverine in that in that movie is going to be an alternate version. Halle Berry is being hinted at being in it. Patrick Stewart, Chris Evans, and Ben Affleck are rumored to be in it. Huh. I didn't hear about Chris Evans and Ben Affleck. Fair enough. Fair enough. We got a good cast in there. Alright, let's try this out. So I'm going to need a bucket of water here. That's going to give me another bucket, and I need some fluid pipes. Okay, fluid pipes means... Alright, guys, check this out. This is really cool. Yeah, off you pop. I have no patience for guys like you. I just hope that idiot realizes that now that he's banned from my channel, he's going to be banned from every channel that shares a streamer ban list with me. Stupid, silly, poor idiot. What were we doing before you and Sim chose violence? We were working on this setup, which is going to be crafting eggs for us automatically. Right, so this thing is going to need some speed. Can't be bothered now to watch it, just wait until it comes and play on it then. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. They're rumored Chris Evans reprising his role as Johnny Storm, Ben Affleck as Daredevil. Yeah, I did hear about, not these two. I heard about Wolverine, and then I saw the photos, so I knew that one was happening. But then I don't know about any others. Best of luck, Brandon. Decided to do the fun thing instead of just doing a vanilla chicken farm. Yeah, I mean the vanilla chicken farm. Oh, Shimon, welcome in. Vanilla chicken farm is over here and it's ready, and I'm already getting eggs from it. But there's no guarantee about the speed of the eggs. It's always going to be, you know, it's not a guarantee. So I want a guaranteed income of eggs if I'm going to be doing this. And that's why I am making the farm. Egg. Okay, so I guess I need to speed this up a little bit as well. I was just called you, so miss the rest of the tea discussion. I think it's pretty much at where we left off. So chai means tea. Chai tea means tea. Masala chai means masala tea. And I guess chai tea for you guys probably means masala chai or masala tea. I forget her name, but the actress that played Elektra in the self-titled movie from the 90s has been confirmed to be in the movie just recently. Jennifer something? Jennifer Garner? Or was that the one? I think it was Jennifer Garner, right? Yeah, it was. Jennifer Garner returning as Marvel's Elektra for Deadpool 3. There we go. I got it. Alright, I'm going to need some flux linkage amplifiers because we need to speed this up as much as possible. So that's going to need some lead gears. Are we going to have one of those days, chat, where we start banning people? So people should stop calling masala tea chai tea since chai is just tea. Exactly. Exactly. Alright, let's get some lead. Now I only needed 8. Look at this poor sod trying to put links in chat. Everyone point and laugh. Right, so we have 4 lead gears, so I should be able to make 2 flux linkage amplifiers. Always wondered why the crafting grid has upgrade slots for it. This thing? These are filter slots. I believe they are not upgrade slots, but filter slots. Wait, did I not make this? He's trying so hard. It's actually funny to see. Oh, you poor loser. I pity you. No, I really don't. He tried so hard and got so far in the end. Doesn't even matter. That's a beautiful way of putting it. Totally original, never ripped off. I'm gonna get some drawers. Yeah, he didn't even get that far, to be honest. He just fell flat. Okay, so is the wheat seed going to go up? Let's see. So we have 8 wheat seeds. Hey, there we go. Now we have 9. And we are we are running low on space over here. So I need to get rid of that, the wheat seeds, because they need to go over there. Oh, that's a problem. Hermit. If Chris Evans does reprise his role as Johnny Storm, we'd love to see Deadshot accidentally call him Steve. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Hermit's coming in with the links as well. You know the problem with that, Hermit, is that you can actually post links because you're VIP. Okay, why is the wheat flour not turning into dough? Oh, there we go. It is. It is. Alright, I'm going to speed this up to the max. Ultra Pro Max. I don't even want to ban the guy because he's trying so hard, bless him. Ooh, 69 eggs, nice. Might have to filter the phytogenic insulator outputs. Seeds can come from the grinder as well. Yeah, it does look to be the case. I'm not sure why that's happening. Maybe I need to ensure that somehow only wheat comes down here. But I have no idea how to do that. Hubs bought you Subnautica and Satisfactory while it was on sale. Oh, nice. Are you going to be addicted to Satisfactory like I was? This is what us in the southern US call a bless your heart moment. That does sound like it. I'm looking forward to seeing you play it, Amit. Right, I'm gonna need to figure out something about this because the millstone should not be able to accept wheat seeds. So how do I make sure that it does? How do I do that? Yeah, Satisfactory just got upgraded to Unreal Engine 5, which is awesome. I believe filtered pipe is the best way, indeed. Looks to be. Let's get some item pipes. Hey, John. Let's see. Do we have any upgrades? Oh, we got a letter out of him. Need some nuggets. Hi, John. Good to see your name in chat. Right, so I am missing 3 diamonds and 4 blocks of redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Laughing at me because I'm putting links, but you know that one with only 23 people watching me? 23 people are watching me, buddy. Who's watching you? Imagine being so desperate for attention that you would try to put links in people's chat. The only reason you're not banned right away is because I find your stupidity kind of amusing. Alright, I'm just going to put the filter for wheat over here. And that should just start sending wheat in there. He's an actual person, a stupid person, but a person nonetheless. Yep, looks like it. Alright, I can't really put the wheat in there because it's now being blocked by the phytogenic insulator. Oh my god, there's seeds again. How'd the seeds get in there? And more. Alright, hopefully that's the last of them. You got 17.4k points, you should have much more than that. I'm not sure how the point system works exactly. There can be an output from the grinder. Eh? Really? Oh, they can too. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. So I'm going to need to get the wheat flour and filter this, right? To make sure that we don't get any wheat seeds in there. A mixing of create elements into the machines is fantastic. Oh, thank you. That's really nice of you to say. Okay, so if that was the case, then what I would need to do is basically, hey Kara, I would need to extract the wheat seeds from here somehow. So that would probably need another item pipe. So should we just do an item pipe like this and then get rid of this? Oh, Elterin with a drop. And then I could set like this pipe to export. Yeah, look at that. So that should work, right? Could just throw the seeds into the void. Yeah, but how would I do that? Wouldn't it be better to just cycle them up there? You know, it's funny, the thing that you can't even laugh at, enjoy life is so boring, you only get to laugh at someone who is trying to put links. But buddy, if you read the rules on the chat, before chatting, you would know that links will get you an immediate ban. So I don't even know why you would try to put links in chat. Can you not read rules? Do you not understand rules, how they work? Filtered brass funnel. I mean, that would work, but this seems to be working just fine as well. So I think I'll keep it like this for now. It's a bit janky, but then again, this entire playthrough has just been jank, right? So might as well keep it like this. Alright, chat. Shall we have a vote now? On whether or not we keep Snicks in chat or not. What do you guys say? Yes? Are you reinserting the seed to the mill? Jank to the max? Keep? Alright, keep it is. No, I'm sending the seeds back to the drawer up top over here. Need a new quest pack to play, didn't like Universio. Have you played Mechanical Mastery? This one, I've been enjoying it a lot. The pipe from the side. So millstones cannot accept wheat seeds automatically. So if the output, you're literally 11, there you go. "11 years old people are not allowed on Twitch." Off you go. I was just waiting for that comment. I was waiting for it because I knew it would come. I was just waiting for it. You haven't played it? You should give it a shot. Okay, so basically the way this thing is working right now, let me explain. The phytogenic insulator is going to make wheat out of wheat seeds. Are they allowed as YouTube creators? Probably not. Probably not. This is going to make wheat. The wheat goes into the millstone, and then whatever grass or wheat seeds are made from that is going to be extracted from below, from the pipe, and it's going to go back into this drawer up here. And then even the wheat seeds that are generated from this will also go up there. So I actually don't need that output because it could be just extracted from here. So I guess I can turn this off. Yeah, that works. That works just fine. Didn't set the extract though, did I? From the grinder? I did, yeah. It says it's transferring 4 items every 20 ticks. Technically, if there's parental consent, I think it's possible. Generally, however, the answer is no. And it's always just good to err on the side of caution and just ban them anyway, because you don't want to get into trouble with the Twitch authorities or YouTube authorities as well. The pipe on the side of the mill isn't inserting. So the pipe on the side of the mill is inserting the wheat into the millstone. It's not inserting the wheat seeds, because wheat seeds cannot actually be inserted into a mill by pipes. You can just manually drop them in. Yeah, with the changes made for terms of use, the streamer is responsible for chat content, which is true. Yep. That is why I'm trying to be as strict as possible. Also, a really sad thing happened the other day where a troll came in and absolutely ruined the positivity in chat and caused one of our viewers to turn away from the stream. And ever since then, I have just decided enough is enough. I'm not gonna entertain trolls anymore. If there's an obvious troll that comes to chat, they're just getting banned straight away. Because the person who decided to turn away is already fighting depression, and being in the stream and listening to that troll actually accelerated that, which is really, really sad. And I'm never going to let that happen again, ever. I can't. Pipe is okay, then you would remove the connection anyway. I mean, the pipe is the only way that the wheat is going in. It's not going in from here. It's not going in from the bottom of the insulator. Although, the wheat seeds do not seem to be extracting. What's going on? Why you no extract? The only YouTube account that matches his Twitch name has less subs than me. It's fine, dude. There's no need to check all of that. I knew that was a troll. I could tell. Okay, why are these wheat seeds not being extracted? That's something I'm not understanding. Generally move away from chats temporarily when trolls come around. Anxiety issues. Yeah, but I tried to be nice, and that was what I got as a reward. So, you know. Oh, I do have a filter. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, chat. That should now be working. Yeah, the output was set correctly. The problem was that I had a filter which I completely forgot about. now we should see. Yep, see? So the wheat goes into the millstone and the wheat seeds go up top. And then any wheat seeds that are generated by the millstone will also go up top. So that should be working correctly. I'll come back to this in a minute and check if it is. But I'm hoping that it is. Oh, no worries, Ghost Bear. It's always good to question stuff because it's always possible that the streamer has done something wrong. And in my case, I had done something wrong. So it's because of you guys that I was able to correct myself, which is awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna have to set up the crushing wheels again in order to get cinder flour, but we're not going to turn the cinder flour into redstone. Instead, we're going to be compacting it along with eggs and sugar to make blaze cake base. Does Mechanical Mastery have any magic? Unfortunately, no. This is purely tech based. Unless you want to count create as magic, but I don't. But it's a pretty well structured pack. Do you consider EMC to be magic? Yeah, Project E, that could be considered magic, or alchemy, I guess. It depends on how you look at it. So I need to make the blaze cake bases. So let's go ahead and set, where are my crushing wheels? Oh, right. I have them making stuff for me right over there. I need more of those. Right. Does anyone want to have a guess at how many deaths we got at the start of the stream? Oh my god. What is this? 120? I feel like it's a tad more than that. You know the new All the Mods is out for 120? Wait, is that All the Mods 9? Or is it All the Mods 10? I don't even know anymore. Alright, let's actually go through this and count how many deaths there are. I'm only going to count them in increments of 10. So, oh, All the Mods 9, there we go. 200 says Quinley. Alright, let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 6, 7, 8, 9. 179 deaths. Holy crap. That is insane. 179 deaths. Oh my god. So I think Quinley was the closest. Congratulations, Quinley. Gotta start getting ready for work. No worries. No worries. Have a good day at work. Alright, how many eggs do we have? 4. What? We have 494 eggs already. That's what happens when you and Sim choose violence. True. That is the truth. And nothing but the truth. Alright, let's put an upgrade in here just to make sure that we get a decent amount of eggs. I should also get some obsidian. So let's get some netherrack. Okay, we got 4 buckets of lava. Let's just make some obsidian. Wait, didn't I need 8 obsidian for this? I think I need 8 obsidian for the void upgrade, right? I really should move those machines over here. Alternatively, I could just move this machine over there. Yeah, who says no? There we go. That makes things a lot easier. Okay, so that should give us 8 obsidian, which will be enough to make one of those void upgrades. So that needs an upgrade template. Void upgrade should be pretty simple. There we go. $548 eggs already. Yeah, this might be a bit overpowered. Just a bit. And the best part is it could be even more OP because I can replace this with a resonant component. Fairly sure there's an easier way to make obsidian unless you're very much mistaken. You did say there's an easier way, but I don't think you told me what the way is because you were trying to figure it out as well. So I'm not sure what the way is exactly. Random question, how do I feel about other people leaving foreign foodstuffs in things like mayonnaise bottles or margarine tub? It does irk me, but I can live with it. It does irk me a little bit. Like when I see it, I kind of get upset, but then I can live with it. But that has happened to me quite a bit with the, you say with the margarine, right? So we call it butter here. Hey, Mr. Nurse Ratchet. And there was a phase in which my family and I used to have a lot of toast, like bread toast, toasted bread, and they would use the butter knife with the toast and then put it back, and the crumbs would just be in the butter, and it did irk me. I remember that. I kind of got used to it, I guess, in a way. It triggers you badly. I can understand that. I can understand it triggering you. Okay, so I need to make more crushing wheels, so I'm going to need my mechanical crafters. And I'm going to need some andesite alloy, some planks, and I think it's just one piece of stone, right? I have 52. That should be good. Now, this thing is doing 8,192 stress units. It's gross. I guess it does depend on like where you're coming from. Some people find it gross, some people are okay with it. It's just more for personal opinion kind of thing. Some people find it bad but are okay with it. You'll put leftovers in old food containers, but you didn't have any other way to store it, so you were stuck. Oh, I see. Okay, do I have any more gearboxes? Of course not. You would put leftovers in old food containers, but we didn't have any other way to store it, so you were stuck. Didn't do weird things like mayo in a ketchup bottle. Okay, if anyone put mayo in a ketchup bottle and put it in my fridge, they would be catching hands. They would definitely be. Oh, hey, GF. How's it going, dude? Did you get hit with the gift sub bomb as well? Yeah, if anyone's putting mayo in my ketchup bottle, I'm gonna be fighting them. That's not okay. That is just an indication of war. That's a declaration of war. Going well, just finished shopping. Dude, that's cool. Shopping is fun. I'm doing well. Had a massive gift sub bomb earlier. It was pretty. We had 179 deaths from it. So it was pretty crazy. Yeah, yeah. 179 deaths. Okay, how slow do I need to make this? Wait, what? Why isn't this spinning? Desperate measures. It's still overstressed. What do you mean you're overstressed? I guess this needs like a rotational speed controller or something. If you make homemade tartar sauce, you would leave it in a relish jar. Tartar sauce, relish, mayo, lemon juice, and a little garlic. Label it with the name and date generally, so there's no confusion. Yeah, as long as stuff is labeled, that's fine. Okay, I'm guessing this one thing is not able to make the entire crafter work. When doing 21 crafters, it requires 2x the motors. Oh, gotcha. Okay, in that case, yeah, I'm gonna have to gear it down. I only have one rotation speed controller. I would need to make another precision mechanism, which I guess I could do. Technically, I could. Only thing is I would need more cogwheels and stuff. So let's grab that. That's 5 cogwheels, 5 cogs, and 5 iron nuggets, and then 1 gold plate. Yeah, max up speed of motor to generate stress units, reduce the speed with control. That sounds right. Which means I need the deployer and a depot. The brass depot, which I was stupid enough to accidentally make. Need to make eggplant parmesan tonight. Can't wait. Love eggplant. Got you thinking about food now. I have never really been a big fan of eggplant. Alright, that should work. Let's just speed this up to the max. Just to get this deployer going at full speed. And then I need... Wait, doesn't this need to be done one by one? I almost forgot about that. Brass stuff is just as good as regular stuff. I just wasted a brass ingot on this though. I didn't know that if you just right click, it's going to turn it into a brass depot. And I just completely wasted that. Wait. Sorry about all the inventory opening and closing. There we go. Got a precision mechanism. Considering opening a new mayo and putting your name on it. Heck yeah. Go for it. Right, so rotation speed controller is going to need... You love eggplant. You've been asked to make the fried zucchini spears this week. Again, it's completely subjective, right? Some people are gonna love it, some people are going to not. It's completely fine. I'm just one of those who doesn't. I do like the way my mother makes the eggplant, which is tiny chopped pieces of it fried in like spices. That's pretty good. Hey Titan. Yeah, that's the only type of eggplant I eat. I need a brass ingot and 1 log. What you did for obsidian is use a material stoneworks factory and just have a magma crucible constantly making lava. That would work, but then if you're doing a material stoneworks factory, that's actually more difficult to do than a blast chiller, because a magma crucible into a blast chiller would just make obsidian anyway. So it's pretty much the same thing. Only difference is the material stoneworks factory is more expensive. Because I believe it needs an advanced machine frame, right? I do that for stir fry, a mild pan fry with butter and seasoning, then add it into other veg. Soggy eggplant is yuck. Indeed. What am I making? I need to make a new pair of crushing wheels. So I'm working towards that. That's going to need a large cogwheel though. So let's grab another one. DJ Khaled. Another one. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, I guess I can't put that over there because of the small cog. One day I'm going to say that wrong and it's going to be a clip. I got to be careful. There we go. Okay, so that should be all I need. No, I need another small cogwheel. Oh. Have I ever played Project Ozone 3? Nope. That has been something I've never played. Expensive is a matter of opinion. You could also make a blast earth farm for slime balls and such once you have your FEG setup all set up. Yeah, it's all a matter of opinion, I guess. If you set up your industrial foregoing stuff early on, then you could probably get away with that. I had thermal, so I just chose to use that. Yes! Yes, Kara, I did see that. I am so excited. I am so excited about that. Because I haven't never used Ender IO conduits. So I'm going to be really excited to see what they can do. I have an idea of how they work because I watched what's his face? Threefold. I watched him play GTNH, so I know how the conduits work, but I've never actually used them myself, which is crazy considering how much modded Minecraft I've played. Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Okay, so that's overstressed. 192 is fine though. So let's go ahead and set this up. There we go. 2 crushing wheels. Alright, so how much stress is this actually using? Is there any way to tell? That's 384 times 21. How much is that? That's 8064, so that's pretty much maxing us out. I don't want to do that because I need to have a little bit extra left for the mixers. So basically I need 2000. Alright, so that works. And this is going at 256 stress unit for every single crafter. So that's going to be a pretty fast mechanical crafter. I'm happy with that. The jankiness continues. I love the jank that we have going on all over the place. Like nobody can tell what's going on now. What are these machines doing? What are these machines doing? There's a power generation setup right behind the mechanical crafters for some reason. And there's more create stuff over here. It's all weird. And we are almost at 900 eggs. Right, so the crushing wheel, I should be able to set that up now. But that's going to need another electric motor. So let's go ahead and get 6 brass casings. Or not casings. What do you call that thing? Brass plates or sheets. That would need a mechanical press. Can you tell me what you missed in 2 days? So we automated the regular mechanical crystals, the blue version. So that's being made over here, which I should probably upgrade this. But that's being made over here. And that's completely automated. I unlocked refined storage. And yesterday we set up a lot of like refined storage stuff. We got some improved mechanical essence by making all of these lightning and earth and fire and ice charges. And we got these. That unlocked refined storage for us. And then we set up this machine over here to make nitrate. So we have 4126 nitrate. And then we set up a machine over here to make sulfur, which is now at 6333. So we've got a decent amount of stuff done. Set up the eggs just today. So it's time to use the eggs along with some sugar. Now how do I get sugar? Is there a good recipe for sugar, or do I just do sugar cane? I guess I just do sugar cane. So this should work. I can use the crushing wheels for sugar, and I can also use them for netherrack. So that's two things I can do. Apologies if you're all over the place. Overextended your shoulder and it hurt so bad that hubby ended up having to give you a hefty pain pill. Feel less pain, but your brains are scrambled. Fair enough. Best of luck with your shoulder. I hope it gets well soon. Yeah, that can always be really painful, which is understandable. Alright, so I need to make another one of these iron rods. The only way to do this is with the rolling mill. Now, didn't I have my rolling mill somewhere over here, or did I remove it? I may have removed it. Because this thing eats up a lot of stress units, if I'm being honest. There we go. Alright, so we have the iron rods. Let's get the capacitor as well. So that's going to need zinc and copper. Didn't I have zinc in here? No, that's lead. Apparently I don't have any zinc. Okay. No problemo. Let's get... where's my mechanical press? Now, can I put that over here? Ooh, I can, and it works. That is neat. I didn't even think about that. Haha! Oh my god, that is a hack if I've ever seen one. Okay, I need a redstone torch. That's gonna go over here, and then these two sheets, and we have the capacitor. Then we need an andesite alloy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we need the spools. So 3 of these spools. Now this time I'm not going to make the same mistake I did the last time. I am going to turn this into copper sheets first, and then put them through the rolling mill. Can't knit for a few days, so computer games and relaxing. What sort of games are you playing? I guess you were not happy with Universio? Kara, have you played Satisfactory? I mean the last few times. That you don't need to call me out like that, Shimon. I think I messed this up. This needs to be over here. The capacitor needs to be over here. I need these 3. And I also need a redstone signal for this. Diablo 4 Minecraft Shadows of Doubt. I've never heard of Shadows of Doubt. Started in All the Mods 9 after he gave up on Universio. How's All the Mods 9? Is it in beta? Okay, we got another electric motor. Hubby bought Shadows of Doubt for you. Ah, okay. I've never heard of that one. But then again, I haven't heard a lot of stuff. Is there a reason you don't make a wireless crafting grid? No. Then there's no reason. I'm just stupid. Probably should make one. Wireless crafting. Wait, should I make the super wireless grid? Or should I make the wireless crafting grid? Which one do I make? What is the difference between this and the other one? Okay, this needs a netherite ingot. It also needs a normal wireless grid. It holds 100,000 FE. The super isn't bad to make. Yeah, all it needs is, I guess, a netherite. So that should be okay. Sure, we can make that. I don't mind. Let's get some ancient debris. And we will pulverize. Oh wait, you can't pulverize this? You can crush, you can... Oh, you can enrich it. Okay, I can enrich that. So we got 4 netherite scrap. Hey Game Kid, you playing Stew? Oh, hope you enjoy. Yeah, I could have made 3, but I don't have a crusher. So I need to still make a crusher. Don't mind the constant updates, you've just been putzing around with it. Fair enough. Okay, so this is going to allow us to get a raw processor. What was the processor called? The raw super advanced processor. That's such a weird name. And that is that. You're near A2 and Stew. Nice. Yeah, I do remember the range thingy of reborn storage being 1,000 blocks, if I'm correct. Was it 1,000 or was it 500? I think it was 1,000. Oh, no. Oh, I almost lost a couple of diamonds in there. Yeah, that scared me. Okay, so we need a couple of processors for this, so we are going to need... Where's the normal grid? Where grid? There you are. That's going to need 2 of these, and then if I can get the iron, it's going to be 2 of these. I'll be stuck with you for so long today and Hubs is coming home late. You're welcome to hang out here as long as you want. I shall be glad to have you. Okay, I wish JEI could get rid of these colored grids. It's really annoying. I just want the grid, man. Right, construction core and destruction core and a missing quartz. We got this. We got it. Right, so where's the grid at? There's the grid. And then this can be turned into a crafting grid with another crafting table. Then that should... Oh, wait, didn't I... Uh-oh. Ah, silly old Deadshot. Picked up 1,000 meters of heavy-duty cable and has to drive very slow. That sounds like a tough job. Control Z. Don't think there's a way I can do that. No. I guess I can turn this into the wireless crafting grid. That's the only saving grace. I could make the wireless crafting grid, but then if I have to make the super wireless one, then what's the point, right? Let's do this again. Yep, I guess and this is, I think, my first time crafting the super grid, so kind of makes sense that I would make a mistake because I wasn't aware of the fact that I needed to do something differently. Alright, let's not be hasty this time. Let's just go. Oh, dude. Oh my god. That actually scared me. I jumped in my chair just now. Huh? Oh god. Why you eat me, man? There we go. Wireless grid donezo. Super wireless grid donezo. Now I need one of those range... No, what do you call that thing? Transmitters, right? The wireless transmitter. So I need a advanced wireless transmitter, which is... Oh, I need another one of these. Open to land, hacks to undo, unknown profit. Looks like I wanted temporary uppies. I always want uppies. I never get enough uppies. Can't you put this in an induction smelter as well? You can, but it's really slow. So probably shouldn't do that. Guess I can put the red slag in there. Where do I have enough gold to do this? I definitely do. Now that's another netherite ingot. And that should give me the super raw advanced processor, which is going to be turned into the super processor. Yeah, Tiny DS is in full effect. And then the super wireless grid is going to need the advanced range thingy, wireless transmitter, which needs the normal wireless transmitter. Needs another one of these. God, I'm running through diamonds quickly. And then where did it go? There you are. Wireless transmitter done. Advanced wireless done. This should give us a range of, I think it is 1,000 blocks. Yes, it is 1,000 blocks. Alright, perfect. So I just need to connect that. And now we have a crafting grid from wherever we want. Alright. And I think I can put this in the curio slot, right? Yeah, there we go. There isn't any wireless crafting grid in my inventory. I probably need to set the controls for this, so let's actually check this. Wireless crafting grid is going to be off. And reborn storage, open super wireless grid is going to be 1. And there we go. Wireless crafting grid is ready. Now if I wanted to turn this into a fluid mode, I can do that. Monitor mode, I can do that. And crafting mode. There's a diamond block encrusted crafter that uses a few if I want to go nutso. Wait, diamond block encrusted crafter? Oh, I guess you mean this one, right? That needs the neural processors. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I also could do the block of netherite crafter, which is 4 blocks of netherite. But in a skyblock, that's really not that big of a issue. Okay. Probably should remove the fluid encapsulator from here if I'm being honest. And put the blast chiller in there. Let's actually do that. I've just been wasting my time with this thing. So fluid encapsulator, I'm just going to turn that off. Did that get rid of all the lava? I think that got rid of all the lava. Wait, do thermal machines not hold their fluids if you break them? Is that what just happened? Someone please confirm that for me. Oh my god, I just lost 8 buckets of lava if that's the case. I think I did.
That's what she said.
What the heck? Don't think they keep items either. Have I been living a lie? Oh my god. I don't believe it. I've been living a lie my entire life. My entire modded Minecraft life. Dude, I can't believe that. My whole foundation is shattered right now. That's a revelation that I didn't expect today. I believe mechanism machines keep their inventories. Maybe that's the one I was thinking of as well. Mechanism. I'm gonna need some more shafts. The thermal mod maker changed at some point. The mod maker is still the same, but the mod itself changed a lot between 1.12 and 1.14 or 1.16. I'm not sure when the next version was released, but between 1.12 and 1.16 it changed a lot. But King Lemming is still the developer. Hey Will. Yeah, Mechanism machines definitely keep inventory because I've played Mechanism enough to have a PhD in it. Okay, so crushing wheels is going to need some large cogwheels. And I'm out of planks. Planks. Time for planks. Oh, did Lex get ousted? Nice. Alright, who's in this place now? Forge is dead, Neo Forge is the new. That sounds cool. Bro, that sounds really cool. I'm so glad. Because Lex was a dictator, pretty much. Oh, why am I going back to the grid every time? I can just do this. It's an old habit. And you know what they say about old habits, right? They die hard. Lex Manos was the main guy in charge of Forge. He was a bad human being. Right, so we'll just do the same thing that we did over there. Maybe not the exact same. We'll just put this over here. And then I believe the thing goes on this side. I just need to sneak and place it. Knew there was drama, but you didn't hear details. Knew the people didn't like the things Lex was doing. Yeah, Lex was pretty much a dictator. You don't want that kind of person in charge of Forge. Unfortunately, he was. Okay, so that works. Now, how did I get the stuff from here? Oh, there's another grave. I missed a grave over there. Oh, there we go. So I had a vertical gearbox underneath. Final straw was a few phobic tweets. Yeah, that'll do it. That will do it. Forge is replaced, fabric is unaffected. Hopefully there's a little bit of a mutual understanding now between the two. More diplomatic relations. Yeah, Shimon, I know. I know people are screaming at their monitors, looking at me. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. I'm prone to being idiotic. The Forge development has a new fork. Oh yeah, I would be interested in knowing about that. Fabric's lead is also quite phobic. Wow. I guess we just have no good people in this world. Fabric was meant to just be a replacement for Forge, or like a alternative platform, because Forge had a monopoly. Okay, so I need a compactor which is going to handle cinder flour, sugar and eggs. I'm getting eggs from here, so they're gonna need to be pulled somehow over here. Right? And I'm gonna need another one of these mechanical press. Quilt, however, might see some cooperative work. I don't know if Quilt is going to take off, to be honest. Quilt seems to be meh. Oh my god, I've run out of andesite, haven't I? Yeah, it's just a fork of fabric, but the thing is, fabric is still going strong. So I'm not sure how much pull Quilt will have. Alright, I need to mix this. It's time to cook. When we're talking about phobic, we mean like people who are transphobic or stuff like that. It's not actually being afraid, but it's the term where they are not tolerant or not like conforming with new ideas, and they spread hate. So we don't like those people. So people who just hate on other people just because they don't conform to traditional convention. Pretty much. They team up with Neoforge, you can see it skyrocketing on both ends. That is true. Although why would they? Like, would they have a reason to team up with Neoforge? Would they be like at a disadvantage if they did that? They split off for the same reason. Ah, okay. Alright, so what am I doing over here? I think this is wrong. Hey, Brutal Deluxe. How's it going? I need a house. This is my house. This entire platform is my house. Fabric is easier to develop for, that is true. But it also changes the game code a lot compared to Forge. You'd prefer if people would say that he was unaccepting or hateful of alternative lifestyles. Fair enough, fair enough. That's understandable, John. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? I need the mechanical press to convert the three things into the one thing, right? So that's going to be at the end, which means I need a basin for the compacting purposes. And where's the basin? There it is. So could I do it like this? Is that going to work? Oh, no, no, no. That would be a bad idea. Your Minecraft withdrawal from being able to play today. Not being able to play. So hang in there, Hermit. You'll get through it. I promise. Okay, so if I put a funnel over here and I put down like eggs and cinder flour and sugar, would that work? We have cinder flour over here. You can just grab some sugar. No big deal. You'll be alright, I promise. Just look forward to the next day. I mean, you could fire it up right now, Hermit. There's nothing saying that you can't. You could play right now. Alright, so I believe this should work. Now basically what I want to do over here is have two EMC links both inputting to the same thing, to the same belt. So how would I make that work? Okay, so I need a few barrels. I need some Invar plates, which makes sense. Probably should have made a lot more of these when I first started out. Trying to make a Cobblemon mod pack, but it keeps crashing on World Gen. Wait, what's Cobblemon? Hey, Talking Tide. Hello. Good, but you've also been busy all morning and stuck in the office all afternoon, so you miss the kiddies and you think they miss me? They miss you? It's difficult to say with cats, because sometimes they could miss you and sometimes they just don't care. So it's hard to say. Cobblemon is like Pixelmon but better. Oh, okay. It's 119.2 and far more stable. That's the first time I'm hearing of it, so if you guys say it's stable, then I shall agree. The best description of a cat that I've heard is that a cat is like your roommate. Whereas a dog is like your significant other. A cat is like your roommate. It'll be there, you'll be there. Pretty much. Loki jumping up and snuggling on with you. That would be nice. Alright, I'm gonna need another couple of tunnels, right? For this. Because I'm combining stuff into one belt from two belts. So I think I need another tunnel. Pixelmon like to bug out in battles, Cobblemon doesn't. Cobblemon also pulls all this Pokemon data from Smogon, so it's actually accurate. You know, there's a lot of stuff about Pokemon that I have no idea about. Cat is like your roommate. If your roommate expects you to feed them, clean up their poops, and will break anything that you don't hide up high. See, here's the thing, John. I don't think the cat expects you to do that. It allows you to do that for them. The cat thinks that it is a god. I think I've said this before, but this is the difference between dogs and cats. When the dog sees you feeding it, it says, these people feed me, they must be gods. And when the cat sees you feed them, they're like, these people feed me, I must be a god. That's the difference between cats and dogs. And that is the most accurate description I've ever heard in my life. But cats will they'll tend to themselves if left to their own devices, whereas dogs will kind of, you know, get attached to you, and they will miss you a lot when you're gone. Oh, wouldn't this would be a wrong thing to do, because this belt is only gonna go one way, isn't it? So I probably would need to break this. The difference between cats and dogs, one is sus and one is cute. I guess that's a matter of perspective. That to me would be a matter of perspective. Dun, 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 dun. Nice one, Hermit. I approve of that statement. Cats just have far more varied personalities than dogs. Dogs are predictable by breed, but cats just evolve their personalities as they age. I guess you could put it that way. Yeah. Okay, so should I do this? Right? Now I'm going to need to put 2 belts, one on each side. So let's grab another one of these belts. Oh, come on. Don't do that. How do I stop that from happening? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Both of you run to you when you get home from being out for a while. I guess it does depend, even with cats. Oh, have I built this far too close to this one? It could be the case. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Alright, we're gonna have to redo this. I built it far too close to the other one. Right, so let's see if I can build this the other way around. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. There's gonna be the tunnel, then 1, 2, 3. There's gonna be the belts in between. And then the third thing would be a shaft over here. If I could place it correctly. And then the next shaft would be going all the way like this with a mechanical belt. The brass tunnel goes over here, and if I've done everything correctly, yep, there we go, that should be perfect. Okay, so we're gonna get items from both sides over here, and the items need to come from the EMC links. So let's do that and that. And then my brass funnels are going to start extracting items, and they're going to go through the belt. They're going to combine over here. This is going to be splitting the brass tunnel. I'm sure that it will, definitely. I'm going to need another shaft. That is not the thing that I wanted. Maybe I can put the shaft over here. And then I need a crushing wheel over there. Another one over here. What's going on in chat? Yours aren't allowed outside because they don't like to come back. You've had 5 cats over your life. When you were just 6, 2 of them. Oh, that's unfortunate. Right, so this should work in theory. I have no idea if it will, but we'll see. So one thing that I've been meaning to ask is, like, how would I connect this belt to this belt and that belt and make sure that they're all going in the right direction? Is there any specific way to do that? Is it the clutch? What does the clutch do? Clutches will relay rotation in a straight line. Oh no, that's not the one. That will just break the redstone. What is it? Is it a gear shift? You guys have learned the term bedtime and come lay down with you. Oh. Ah, there we go. I think it's the gear shift that we need. Fix the pack. Something from Young's mods was causing it. Oh. Nice, nice. GG's on fixing the issue. Oh, oh, Lord Jar Jar's here. Lord Jar Jar's here. One day, Lord Jar Jar, one day you're gonna come in here and not be able to do that. I won't say when it is. Someday you will not be able to do that. Okay, I need to get more gearboxes. So that means more andesite. Can you do that too? Yes, you can, but right now the commands will be on cooldown. Everyone can do that. I implore everyone not to, but it's not like anyone listens to me, so what's that gonna do? Alright, there we go. 8 andesite casings, and I think I'm going to need a lot more shafts. So hello, darkness, my old friend. This is gonna get me a copyright on YouTube, by the way. Oh. Because yeah, that the darkness command gives me copyright on YouTube, but it's still allowed to be used. That's why I don't care too much. Yeah, Simon and Garfunkel are out for me. They're gonna be like, how dare you use our stuff?
Emotional damage.
That's what she said.
Okay, I knew it. I knew that was gonna be the wrong direction. Why am I so good at this? Why am I so good at making stuff go in the wrong direction? So I guess what I could do over here is get another belt and extend this belt on this side. This is something that I am hoping works. Yes, so that worked. Now if I put this over here, that is also going to go the right way. So perfect. Sound commands are one of the greatest things humans have created. Are you sure about that? Oh, I should add that one. I should add that command. Are you sure about that? That would be awesome. Okay, I think I'm ready for this, aren't I? All I need now is a upgrade. And maybe I will. Maybe I will do it. Now, this is going to be giving me sugar, and the other one is going to be netherrack. Totally add long man too. Wait, what's long man? I have forgotten what that is. Also, should this be a little bit slower? Feels a little bit too fast. There's a candy commercial in Japan. Oh, probably wouldn't know that then. There's a 5-minute cooldown, just to make sure people don't spam. Alright, I think that works. Just gonna grab one of these. Yeah, that seems to be working. Sugar needs to go through the crushing wheels to make sugar. Sugarcane needs to go through the crushing wheel to make sugar. So that's why that's in there. Okay, why does this one seem to be going slower than this one? Chat, do you guys see that? That seems to be wrong, doesn't it? Is it fixed? Nope. You see that? Why is this one going slower? See how the netherrack is backing up while the sugarcane is going freely?
Deadshot. Chat wants you to get up and stretch.
Get up and stretch? Alright. Okay, I have no idea why that's happening.
Oi, Deadshot. Chat wants you to consume H2O.
The netherrack goes much faster? Doesn't seem to be. It seems to me like the sugarcane is going faster. No worries, Hermit. Netherrack is 1 EMC versus sugarcane is 32. Yeah, but I'm using the slowest links. Oh, okay. No, but it shouldn't matter how much EMC it is, because both the links should be able to export the same amount of items at the same time, because both of these should do 1 item per second. Okay, let me just get up and stretch and do drink some water. If you guys have not stretched for a while, if you have been sitting for a while, please do get up and stretch. You almost got me, Lord Jaja. I had my hands off the keyboard. I'm too fast for you. Let me get up and stretch. You call hacks? What do you call hacks? I call the rending gale, my friend. This is it. The Swift Wolf rending gale. Alright, so Elterin says, isn't it also limited to EMC per second? Let me check. Oh, it is. EMC limit is 16 per second. Aha, I see. Yes, it is EMC limited as well. You'll rent my gear. If I remove the brass tunnel, shouldn't it just follow the belt? No, because it should, but there would be a pile up over here, because the belt is not really good at handling the multiple inputs compared to having the tunnel over there. Add something that removes the blocker blocks and the Deadshot. Wow, that would be difficult to do. Okay, but yes, that's understandable then. Then the sugarcane would be slower because this can only do 16 per second. So that's 1 sugarcane every 2 seconds, and then netherrack is backing up because it's much faster. Not really hard to do. Yeah, I mean, I could do it. The problem is that I could be standing like on top of a mechanical press and someone would do it, and then that's the mechanical press just gone. I can't take that. I can't take that risk. I'm still not seeing how sugar is being produced so much faster. Break it and pick up by backpack? Encased with obsidian sounds good. Okay, I'm not sure about this because I want the sugarcane and the netherrack to be going in equal amounts, and right now it doesn't seem to be doing that. It's putting more sugarcane onto this belt than the netherrack. So how do I fix that? I'm gonna need a way to fix that. Someone figure out a way. Isn't there a block that slows down the rotation? Yeah. So isn't there one block which is specifically made to slow down the rotation? Is it like a chain shift or something? Adjustable chain gear shift? No, not the rotational speed controller. I know about that one. When powered, the speed transmitted to the other chain drives is doubled. Wait, can I halve that instead of doubling? Is that possible? Whenever the powered gear shift is not at the source, its speed will be halved instead. If it's not at the source, it will be halved. What? I don't understand. How does this work? So is this the source? And then this is on the other side of the source. So in this case, this belt would be the source. Yeah, so the belt would be the source, right? And then the adjustable chain gear shift would go along this way, and then I would put the redstone signal over here. Is that correct? Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Also, I should probably put a void upgrade on this thing. Do I have more obsidian? I do. So let's void it up. Okay, that'll make sure that it always keeps working. The next thing to do is going to be making the adjustable chain gear shift. So that's a normal N-case chain drive with some stuff. I'm just gonna make 4 of those tubes. Electron tubes. Oh, I ran out of stuff. Won't that slowly drain EMC? No. If you're not being able to send the items out. Oh, do you mean slowly drain because this thing is being voided? That's fine. It's not voiding that. It's not going to be voiding that much. I need more rose quartz. There we go, 4 electron tubes. Then this is going to be used to make the adjustable chain gear shift, which needs a couple of these. Let's make 2 for now and see how that works. Should also probably make a lever. Okay. So if I do this, right, and then a gearbox, that should still work. But then if I put a lever over here, that does nothing. Why does that do nothing? Isn't that meant to slow things down? Hey Asmodeus. I'm confused. So that's the source. Unpowered chain gear shifts behave exactly like chain shifts. You power this, the other ones become faster. Yeah. But then if I do another one, I think the chains need to be side by... Oh, is that how it is? Right, that kind of makes sense. So would that be like this? Aha! That is the way it is. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, that's gonna be over here. You are smart, indeed. There we go. I think that may have... No, that's still not fixed it. You saw that? You saw the 2 sugar canes going through there? See that? I just saw 2 sugar canes going through there. Why is that happening? When multiple outputs... Why isn't there anything for when a single output is available? There needs to be one for that. So this is half the speed and it's still going faster. Round robin? Okay, that may have worked. Titan is also smart. Oh, I think I just saw 2 go again. Was it? One, 2. There you go. I saw 2 go again. So that did not work. Oh my god. How are you still going faster? Speed up to 1? No, I don't think that would make any difference. What if I slow down this one? Depends on how many items are inputted and priority. I wish that wasn't the case. Why do you keep putting the stuff in the wrong places, Deadshot? Why? Why? You need to stop doing that. Hey, Saturday, how's it going, dude? Go get help. I think I'm all out of help, dude. I am fresh out of help. I can't figure this out Saturday. So, because the netherrack is a lower EMC value, this belt is being backed up. And because this is a higher EMC value, the sugarcane, there's instances where 2 sugarcanes, I think you just saw it, 2 sugarcanes go at the same time onto the middle belt. There we go, just happened again. And that's why my sugar is being processed at a higher rate than the cinder flour. I'm not able to figure out a solution for this. Because for some reason this tunnel just does not want to round robin. I can filter it. How would I filter it? I can filter this. So would I need to use one of those filters, this thing? I don't think there's a brass filter. I think it's just a normal filter, isn't it? No, but this doesn't give me the amount. Attribute filter, there we go. Attribute filter, there we go. That needs brass nuggets. Just click it with the item. Click it with the item. Okay, so I have these items. So do I like right click it? Now how does this work? Oh my god, this is so... different. That only lets one item through, not all the items. Yeah. Yeah, I need something that can limit the amount of items going through at once. So this might not be the solution. No, but I need 2 items to go through here, so clicking the filter with the item would not work. Because then that would only send 1 item through. That wouldn't send both of them. I would need something that allows 2 items to go through one by one. And apparently this has a round robin mode, but it's only for multiple outputs. There's no round robin for single outputs. It should let me do that. It doesn't seem like it does. So, okay, so if I took these 2 items in the attribute filter, so what is the stuff that I need to do over here? Items pass if they have any of the selected attributes. Item pass if only if they have all of the attributes. Add opposite attribute to list. Where each item goes in, click with a sugarcane on the tunnel itself. Do you mean over here? What is name tag? Name tag is just the attribute that's selected. Okay, I can do that, but how would that help? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, that just allows it to pass. Oh wait, once you set the filter, can you set the scroll limit for it? No, I guess not. Doesn't seem to be letting me set the number. Click again. Eh? Oh my god. Oh, brown pants moment. Brown pants moment. Oh god. Okay, that was a certified brown pants moment. Thank god I was able to fly out of there. Ah! Oh my god. Y'all must stop. Once in, you should be able to click it again to set the amount. Doesn't seem to be letting me do that. Is that only for the funnels? Because it's not letting me set the amount. Try shift clicking. Shift clicking also did nothing. Empty hand? Yeah, empty hand also doesn't let me do anything. I wonder if it's only for the funnels that I can do that. So if I put this over here, see how this says filter and scroll? This thing only says filter. So if I say this, that's set to 1 item. Yeah, I'm not sure this works. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to set the netherrack limit as well. See, it still backs up. I don't get it. I may just have to upgrade this EMC link. Find synchronized input for the top of the machine. Can't scroll on tunnels. I know, very soon. We are all learning over here at the same time. So, synchronized what? Synchronized input. But isn't that for multiple outputs? Yeah, see, there you go. I just saw 2 sugar canes going once again. The amount that is shown when you scroll is the output stack size. Yes. Yes, correct. Okay, I'm just going to upgrade the CMC link and hopefully that works. Nope. That's a heck of a username. Tilfy, thank you for the follow. Oh.
Oi, Deadshot. Chat wants you to consume H2O.
Is that right? No, that's even worse. Oh my god, that's even worse. That's way worse. Netherrack is 1 EMC. I do have a wireless grid. My muscle memory is making me go there all the time. My apologies. Alright, so what if I do that? I'm gonna break this. Just put them both at the same speed. Let's see if this works. Alright, I'm gonna consume some H2O. No, just saw 2 sugarcane going again. What if I use the speed controller to control the belt speed? Well, I tried using the chain gear shifts to do that. Didn't seem to work. So this is slower than this belt. Still doesn't seem to work. See? Just got 2 over there. Try funnel on the tunnel. Chain gear shift only changes the direction of the belt. No, this one changes the speed, the adjustable chain gear shift. So this one is currently half the speed of this one. I'm not sure if a funnel actually works on a tunnel. Let me check. And there we go. I just flew to this thing once again. I only have an andesite funnel over here. Oh, that does work. Okay. But I'm not sure how that would solve the issue. Let's try it though. I'm pretty much bang out of ideas at this point. Nope, I'm actually seeing more sugarcane going through now. Oh my god. Can I send 2 netherrack instead? That's actually not even sending anything through. Hey time consumer. I'm trying to synchronize the outputs, man. It's not working. I'm trying to make sure that only one of each item is sent through to this belt. But it doesn't seem to be working. Occasionally I'm getting more sugarcane going through. Yeah, blaze cake. Yeah. That's basically what I'm trying to do. Look at the rate over here. 2800 sugar and 1800 cinder flour. And round robin does not seem to be working. Use the smart... Wait, what? Smart filter? What is that? Do you mean the attribute filter? I have no idea how this works. Controls outputs and inputs of logistical devices with more precision, matching them against a set amount of item attributes and categories. But this is to set the stuff with attributes, and I don't think these two things have the same matching attributes. So how would that work? Like, there's no ponder for this either, so I have no idea how that would work. So frustrating. Yeah, there's two filters. One is the normal filter. And then the second one is an attribute filter. Yeah, it's not an attribute problem. The problem is with the number of items going through. See? We just saw 2 sugarcane going through. Even though this belt is slower. One side is putting more stuff than the other side. Exactly. I don't want that. I hate that. What if I just remove this filter? Let's see what happens. Chat? What? Oh yeah, I did just see 2. Let me put this belt back to max speed. Oh my days. Yeah, and then this EMC link would need to be slower. Oh my god. Okay, I should probably just keep the netherrack going so that this can catch up. So that the cinder flour can catch up, because it's a little bit slow right now. So that's just going to keep going. I can't believe that's the way it works. That is ridiculous. Need a slab. That is sus. I have no idea how that works, Kara. I'm so confused. I am so confused how that works. So apparently you can just put the belts next to each other and they're just going to work fine. And then if you put a tunnel in there that's meant to actually sort and route items, that's not gonna work. Alright, so if I send 64 items at once... So is that... Oh, that's not gonna send the items, is it? Because the EMC link can't do that many. Oh my god, I need to be safe over here. Alright, let's go with this. Oh god.
Stop whining.
Whining? If anything, I'm happy. This is finally working. After what? 45 minutes of scratching my head? The solution was just break the dang tunnel. I'm so salty, chat. I'm actually so salty that this is the solution. This is really annoying me. It's triggering me right now. Oh my god. You're also salty. I've no doubt about that. That is something to be salty over. It should be more complicated. How dare you be not complicated? Yeah, exactly, Saturday. It's the same thing for us. Like, why is it so simple? Why are you so simple? You should not be so simple. I'm gonna need some more pipes, which means some more droppers. Okay, only needed to press that 5 times for the plus to register. Well, I don't know what that was about. Okay, I'm going to set this as an output, and then what am I doing? Right. This is one of the jankiest things I could ever do. But we will keep it. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, I should have remembered that. That's one of the things about software development. I'm a software engineer by trade. Oh my god. Okay, at least we have all the 3 things that we need over here. So I need to start figuring out how to set this stuff up. So how do I set up the compactor for this? You learned that in graphic design. Yeah, I guess that does share some similarities. So I need the compactor, the mechanical press, and the basin to get these 3 items. I'm just gonna solve this with laser IO. Honestly, there's no point in not using laser IO for this. It's just the easiest thing to do. For anyone who doesn't know how it works, this is a great chance for you guys to see. So I'm gonna need a couple of these. Just make some item cards. And then I'm going to need one of these counting filters. So that needs an observer. Probably running low on quartz by now. And basically what we're going to do... Oh wait, didn't I make the laser? I did not make the laser. What's the matter with me? Alright. So the laser is going to go over there. I did not know that lasers could connect to pipes. That was weird. Okay, where is my basin? Create stuff, please. Basin and mechanical press. So mechanical press is gonna go over here. Now I need to provide this with power, and I think I'm going to use a chain drive to do that. So in case chain drive is going to need some iron nuggets and some andesite casings. Okay, so this should work. That should now have power, so the mechanical press is ready to press. Is that the right height, or does it need to be one lower? I believe it's the right height. Right? Or do you need to be... No, it has to be there. Okay, so I'm going to need to set up these item cards. So let's get a counting filter. I'm going to get one of each of these items in the counting filter. And then that's going to go in this. So on the west side, you're going to insert these 3 items. We're only going to insert one of each, right? For every operation. And then you're going to be extracting from the top. So that should start putting all the stuff in there. There we go. So we are starting to get blaze cakes. Alright. And then can I remove the blaze cakes? There we go. Blaze cake base. And the cool thing about this is if I get another couple of item cards, I can just route this thing back out of here. And that's what I'm going to do. So the 4th slot of that drawer is just going to be used with that stuff. This is going to be gold. Raw logic chips. Cook. Okay, so we got the logic chips. I just need to make 2 more of these cards. In go. And then this thing is going to go in here. And wait, actually, let's do one thing. On the north side, we will just program this. And I need to put a filter in here, don't I? Yeah, I need to put a filter in there. Or maybe I can just put this on a different channel. So I can put this on channel 1. So that means I would not need the filter. So I'm going to insert from channel 1 and... No, that's still going to need a filter though. Hang on. Because without a filter, it won't know what to extract. So let's go ahead and make a filter. Now where's the basic filters? There you are. And then the basic filter just needs 1 blaze cake in it. And then item card can just put the basic filter in there. I'm going to be extracting and then inserting in here. And I'm still keeping it on orange channel just to make sure that it's separated from these 3 inputs. And look at that. Look at the blaze cake bases coming in. I'd say that's a pretty nifty automation. It could be definitely much smaller and more compact. So the crushing wheels could have been over here. These things could have been over here and the belts could have been smaller. But apart from that, I'd say that's a pretty good automation. Stuff is going well. Let's grab some more eggs. Remove item pipe, use laser IO. So the distance between this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And laser IO only goes up to 8. Hey Loki, the mod pack name is Mechanical Mastery. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent automation. Now, why is this thing extracting so slow? It's a transform out of 8, so shouldn't these 3 things be going much faster? That's weird. What is the extraction rate on this? Extract is on default, round robin is false. What if I do round robin true? Nah, it's still the same. Doesn't matter. So we keep it false. Yeah, okay. So, how do I get the blaze cake and turn it into... Oh, so I need lava for this. Which means I need to figure out an alternative solution for lava. Yeah, laser extensions for distance. Yes. Yes, there are. But the lasers are all the laser IO nodes are also more expensive than just putting this pipe through. So I feel like if it was necessary, I could have done the laser IO connection, but it's just pulling eggs from there, so no big deal. Is there a nether here? I haven't seen any indication of a nether. I could try making one and seeing if that works. Flopper and magma crucible. I'm not sure. There's no flopper in this. Is there a fluid hopper, which is supposed to be the flopper, but doesn't seem to be. Doesn't seem to be a flopper. Alright, I'm not sure if there's a nether. We will check. I should have some BS. Hey girl, how you doing? I shall put the nether portal over here. It's 2:35 AM right now. Go to bed. What are you doing up? Go home, go bed. Actually, you know what? Let's just use netherrack. I don't need to do this, but I like doing it. Why are you not sleeping? Girl, you need to be sleeping. Been asleep all night, just woke up. Okay, yeah, then if you're fresh, I guess that's all that matters. I have a feeling there's no nether in this pack. Never mind. I should really stop making statements before testing stuff. Okay, there is a nether, but it is completely void. How much EMC do I have? 153k? That should be enough for now. Oh my god. Look at the fortresses, chat. I'm surrounded by fortresses. Oh! Still a bit tired and got school. Alright, so what's the best way to get lava? I could do this. I could do this. Am I going to though? Probably not. Because the magma crucible is a much better way. So I could just do a magma crucible and then have that go into a spout using a pipe or something. And then the spout can just fill up the blaze cakes, the blaze cake bases. Are you going to put lava in spout? Well, I can just put the magma crucible on top of the spout and that will automatically output. That will also work. So if I do this, if I take the spout, right, and I put it like this, let's say the spout needs to be on top of a depot. You know what, let's actually get the depot. I'll just show you. So this is the depot. Then the spout is going to be, are you not supposed to be one higher than that? Is it not working because... What? Aren't you supposed to be one block higher? I think it's because it's a brass depot, it's not actually working correctly. Yeah, so this is how it's supposed to be. And then I can just take my magma crucible, put it on top over here, and it should work. If I say output below, input from top, and I give this an EMC link on top, let's see if that works. So rather than doing an EMC link, I'm just going to take a piece of netherrack just to make sure. There we go. Look at that. So the spout now has 500 millibuckets of lava. So I don't even need a pipe. I just need an EMC link sending netherrack to the magma crucible, and that'll go in there. And then if I take a blaze cake base, there we go, blaze cake. So we can definitely make it, what the, oh, I can make 4 of those. Forgot about that. Let's do it. So I think that could work. Now I need to figure out a way to permanently get those blaze cakes, but that should be good. Now the next thing that I need to do is get Mobius fuel and dark matter and the watch of flowing time. We have all of that stuff already. It's just a matter of actually pulling it out. So one of these, one of these, one of these. No rewards, no rewards. Okay, so the watch of flowing time, that should be doable now. What am I missing? I'm missing some glowstone. And I'm missing a clock. Of all things, just a clock. Right, watch of flowing time is done. We also got a dark matter pedestal for it. Going to bed, very tired. No worries, no worries. Thank you for dropping in and saying hi. I also need to make the elite control circuits. Alright, chat. I'm going to pause over here for today. I've actually gone 15 minutes over my normal time, which goes to show how much I've been enjoying this pack. Normally stream 3 hours a day, but I've gone for 3 hours 15. So I'm going to call it a night over here, and starting tomorrow we're going to get into trying to make the inert advanced mechanical essence, and also I want to try my hand at the fissile fuel production once again. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so let's go ahead and see if I can find someone to raid. Actually, I can. Erevan just went live an hour ago. Now Erevan is a 18 plus streamer, but that's no reason not to send some love over there. So let me just press a button, and we're gonna send a raid over to Erevan. Right, raid has been created. This channel is intended for mature audiences. Alright everyone, thank you all for being here today. Thank you all for stopping by. For everyone who lurked, thank you for lurking. Everyone who came in with the Sim and Hickenel pretty much just absolutely destroying me with all the love and support once again. Thank you so much. I should be back tomorrow about 3 hours, 3.5 hours before whatever the time is for you now. Just keep an eye out, and hopefully I shall see you guys then. Until then, thank you all for being here. Raid messages are in chat. If you're not subscribed, you can copy the first message. If you are subscribed, you can copy the second message. Go say hi to Erevan. If you like what you see over there, please do hit the follow button, and see you guys tomorrow. Everyone stay safe and have an excellent time zone. Bye bye.